Maybe please request everyone to mute their mics. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kerwin, for playing the violin. Um, we would like to make a few announcements before we start. So may we request each participant to type in your name if you haven't done yet, to write your full name, including your maiden name and your married name, and to help the background noise to a minimum. Please mute your mics if you're not speaking. Just make sure of that. And the chat box also is available for everyone to write something if you would like to say anything to anyone or to anyone in particular. So please feel free to write any of your comments in it. And of course, we invite everybody to turn on your videos. We would love to see everyone. And lastly, if you happen to lose Zoom, just click the link again and it'll take you back to this room again. Thank you. All right, Badette, good
So let's
morning.
start on. Thank you
Yes,
for those reminders, Ben. Thank you so much.
you're
And
welcome.
let's start off with the program. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Bernadette De Vera, Hojilla-De, and I'm 4B. and I'm currently residing here in Chino Hills, California, and I've been here since 1989. Um, I'm currently working as a corporate accountant in one of the banks here, and I've been in the bank for 25 years. Anyway, I have two kids. They're all grown up. One is an accountant, and one is a PT. And I have two grandkids, the apple of my eyes. So just a few things, and I'm always reachable when anybody can just message me, and I like to talk to anyone, to everyone. Okay, Bang?
Yes, good morning, good evening to everyone. Ako si Beng Santos Magalong. They call me Sylvia before. Um, and I am married. We have two sons and two boys. And I'm here, I'm teaching preschool. I've been teaching in a preschool for 10 years and switched to public school as an assistant. I think lesser work, lesser load. I stayed home for to take care of my kids for around 10 years before I started working. So I'm connecting here from you, connecting here to you from Virginia, the Washington, D.C. area. Thank you. So welcome everyone. This is day two of our event. So last night we had a great time. So let's continue the fun today, this evening,
Yeah.
this morning, wherever you are. So before that, we would like to start off with a prayer, of course, as always. So let's
Yes. It's a
welcome
different
Dr.
kind of
Angeli.
prayer. It's a different kind of prayer. It's actually a dance prayer. So let us reflect on the prayer dance by Dr. Angeli Ruiz-Pamintuan of 4E to the music of Hand to Hold.
Trees are made for climbing, days are made for sun, puddles are for jumping, fields are made to run, stars are made for counting and for wishes coming true. Sleep is made for dreaming, and I have dreams for you. May the good Lord bless and keep you, fill you with His peace. His face will shine upon you, even as you sleep. Every day you're changing, sometimes I wish it wasn't true. Hearts are made for giving, I've given mine to you. May you never lose the wonder in your soul. May you always have a blanket for the cold. May the living light inside you be the compass as you go. May you always know you have my hand to hold. May you always know you have my hand to hold.
Thank you so much, Angeli. That was a very good interpretation of worship and praise to the Lord. Thank you so much. And so let's all stand for the Lupang Hinirang.
Noon pa man, malaki na ang naging bahagi ng mga kababaihan sa lipunang Pilipino. Kaisa sila sa marubdob na paghahangad ng kalayaan ng ating lahi. Kabilang sila sa paglinang ng ating makulay na sining at mayamang kultura. Kasapi sila sa pagtataguyod ng mga adhikain ng kapwa mamamayan at sa pagtugon sa mga pangangailangan ng lipunan. Katuwang sila sa pagtuklas sa mga larangan ng agham at medisina. Kapanalig sila sa pagpapairal ng batas, karapatan at katarungan para sa lahat. Kabahagi sila sa paglilingkod sa bayan at sa pagpapanatili ng demokrasyang Pilipino. Sa paglipas ng panahon, hindi nagmaliw ang kanilang pag-ibig sa ating inang bayan. Mga kababayan, ito ang alay ng mga kababaihang Pilipino para sa bayan. Tumayo po tayong lahat at sabay-sabay nating awitin ang Pambansang Awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dilim mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, dulot ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka masisingil. Sa lahat ng tulog, sa sigaw at sa lalim mong babang, may ginanang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang isang ng patawad mo'y tagumpay na nagniligid. Tuwing na araw ng kailan pa may magdilig. Lupa ng araw ng 100 pagsima, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Ang higaya na pag may makahamit, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
We have a special guest tonight that I would like to introduce. Our special guest speaker is known by many for his numerous accomplishments and the accolades that his dedication has granted him. A Baguio-born Louisian, he graduated from St. Louis Boys High School Science Section. From here, his academics flourished, and his perseverance paid him off in the form of graduating magna cum laude from the Philippine Military Academy. Soon after, he took his experience from the academy and put them to use as a commissioned officer in the Philippine National Police, formerly known as the Philippine Constabulary, where he reached the rank of Major General before retiring. The quality of his character, in addition to his familiarity with high stakes tasks, aided in career-defining moment that took place while he was the head of the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, or CIDG. This remarkable man chaired the Board of Inquiry during the Mama Sapano crisis, in which 44 SAF troopers had lost their lives. He knew the importance that honesty held in detailing this incident to the board. Despite immense pressure to blur the lines of transparency as a means of protecting the president's reputation, he did not allow this. He did not allow his morals to waver and told the truth, holding the president liable for his actions. His integrity never faltered, regardless of the potential backlash. And for this distinguished instillment of service, honor, and justice, his merit and morality have made him one of the most commendable men amongst his peers since the PNP's inception. Unable to succumb the sedentary lifestyle that can often come from retirement, he continued to serve as an SVP of operations for Steel Asia. Steel Asia is one of the largest steel manufacturers in the continent. His good nature and strong morals went hand in hand with his election as the mayor of Baguio in 2019. He strove to better the city by establishing a smart city, which revitalized the environment, implemented good and responsive governance, and energized the culture and heritage. While still performing his role as a mayor, he was appointed by the president as the COVID-19 National Chief Tracing Czar in July of 2020. I am proud to say that I am married to his youngest brother. So, live for your listening pleasure, it is with great honor and pride that I present to you our mayor, Mayor Benjamin Magalong. Mayor, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. And by the way, thank you very much, Beng, for introducing my brother. Kala ko, kala ko siya yung dinidescribe mo kanina. But first of all, I'm really very much honored for invite me to join you and deliver a brief message. And at the same time, I'm really very impressed with the title of today's event, Fabulous at 40. And that only shows that everybody has basically accomplished the two central obligations in life. We're talking about happiness and health. Sabi nga nila, there are only two things that every person should seek in this world. It's all about happiness and health. And these two are actually intertwined. So again, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And by the way, I heard that 66% of your class is actually based abroad. So if there are 80 people here, it only means that 52 people are actually based abroad. And one more thing, gusto ko rin ho magpasalamat sa inyo dahil sa inyong generosity and your strong sense of civic mindedness and social responsibility. That was 4 months ago, last year, I received 1 truckload of face shields from your class. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Utang namin na loob dito sa siyudad ng Baguio dahil hindi nyo kami nakakalimutan. And it was quite a very tedious, work for you to bring all this face shield dun sa convention center. Again, I hope you can hear me. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, going back to what I mentioned a while ago about about health and happiness, I'm reminded of this particular story about a professor who decided to organize his students. Ang sabi niya, papasok tayo sa isang room, and then I want you to, when they got into the room, they were really surprised that there were a lot of balloons inside that room. And he said that, each one of you, look for your own balloon. Every balloon has your name on it. And kindly retrieve your balloons. So pinapasok niya doon sa kwarto, 5 minutes passed, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung paghahanap ng iba ng kanilang mga balloons, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, until half an hour, saka pa lang nakita lahat ng mga balloon. Then they called everyone. Sabi niya, please leave the balloon inside the room, let's go out. And this time, I want you to take, when you get inside the room, I want you to take one particular balloon, look at the name, and hand it over to the owner of that balloon. So that's precisely what they did. When they got in a matter of 5 minutes, everybody was holding his own balloon or her balloon. And everybody was looking at the professor, and they were expecting some takeaways. And then finally the professor said, the balloon represents happiness. If each one of you pursue your own happiness, it will take you some time to accomplish it. But if each one of you try to help others to look for their happiness, then you can easily accomplish your own happiness and the happiness of others. And that's precisely what I would like to impart to you today. Happiness is a matter of choice. It's a matter of choice. And sometimes people are thinking that when they get insulted, they take things very personal, that it impacts their happiness in life. Sometimes when you're talking, tapos merong isang audience, probably one particular audience, biglang nagte-text, you feel insulted, it impacts your happiness, while you were delivering a speech. But you should understand that, it's not all about you. It's not all about you. And don't take it personally. Because that one particular individual might have an emergency message, kaya siya nagte-text, trying his best or trying her best to listen to you, but at the same time holding her cell phone, kasi it's an emergency. Again, it impacts happiness. And happiness is a matter of choice, as I mentioned a while ago. Sabi nga ng isang Indian guru is, to understand the human heart, you have to imagine that there are two dogs inside your heart, a good dog and a bad dog. If you feed the good dog, you starve the bad dog. If you feed the bad dog, you starve the good dog. And if I will ask the members of Class 86, pagtatanungin ko kayo, what kind of dog would you prefer to feed? And I'm really confident that 100% of your class will readily answer without any hesitation, I would feed the good dog. But in reality, why is it that it's so difficult to feed the good dog? And it's so easier to feed the bad dog. Imagine yourself. Look at what is happening around you. It's easier to feed the bad dog rather than the good dog. Because the bad dog, it goes with it a lot of privileges, a lot of perks, a lot of physical things. When you talk about the bad dog, you talk about hatred, you talk about lies, you talk about greed. When you talk about the good dog, you talk about compassion, you talk about love, you talk about caring. But, some people, or many people actually, would rather go for the bad dog. Politicians would rather go to the bad dog. In the same manner that I, as a mayor of the city of Baguio, I'm given a choice to become a good mayor or a bad mayor. If I'll be a good mayor, I'll be having a difficult time. If I choose to be a bad mayor, wow, I'll be enjoying my time as a politician with all the perks and privileges. I can afford to give money to everyone. I can afford to amass all these riches. Just imagine I can impose 15% of all local projects. And kung titingnan nyo, I already probably I'm undertaking around 700 million projects. Sabihin na lang natin na hindi na 10-15% ang kukunin ng mayor. 10% na lang. Ang bait-bait naman ng mayor kasi 10% lang kinukuha. That's 70 million in just 1 year and 8 months. Pag galing sa national yung pera, I am entitled 30%. Pero dahil mabait yung mayor, 20% na lang kukunin. I was able to get around 500 million worth of projects funded by the national government. I get 20, that's already 100 million. So in 1 year and 8 months, 100 million plus 70 million, that's 170 million for the mayor in just 1 year and 8 months. No wonder, nagpapatayan pala yung mga mayor. Nagpapatayan din yung mga congressman. But your mayor chose to become a good mayor and just rely on his salary of about 126,000 pesos a month. Kulang pa. Kulang pa. So it's so difficult. It's so difficult to balance traditional politics and good governance. It's so difficult to combine both. You have to choose. Either you go for traditional politics, which to become a bad mayor, or to apply good governance. And it's all about governance beyond politics. Again, it's a matter of choice in life. There was a study made. There was a study made in one particular country in Europe. And they would like to find out what is the secrets in longevity. So they did about a thousand, a sample size of about 100,000 residents, in one particular country sa Europe. And then they tallied yung mga reasons why yung mga longevity secrets. Alam nyo, yung mga clean air, yung mga food, about exercise, nandun lang sa lower rank. But the number one reason for longevity during that particular study is all about social integration. It's all about your relationship with your friends, with your families, with your neighbors. It's all about love. It's all about compassion. It's about your feeling toward people. Hindi pala yung mga kinakain natin. Hindi pala yung mga ginagawa natin. Hindi pala having all this, physical things, money. These are not secrets of longevity. It's all about who we are. It's all about our mindset. It's always about maintaining our relationship with people. And I would like to impart to you one particular story about a family wherein the mother woke up really very early to prepare breakfast for his husband and kid. But during that time, while she was watching the news, nakalimutan niya yung toast, nasunog yung toast. And here comes the husband and the kid ready to take breakfast. 10 minutes na lang, they have to take off kasi malilate yung bata. And when she took the toast, it was burned. It was burned. It was a burnt toast. Nahiya siya ngayon. Sabi niya sa husband niya, Dad, I burned the toast. No, that's fine. That's fine. Sabi ng father. That's fine. I love burnt toast. Please, give it to me. And the son was looking at the dad and was really surprised, sabi niya, on the reactions of the father. Nilagay niya sa lamesa and then he ate it, with enthusiasm. Yung bata naman, prepare yung cereal. After 10 minutes, they have to take off. Malilate. Along the way, sabi ng bata, Dad, I was looking at you when you were eating the toast. Do you really love burnt toast? Ang sabi ng father is, Son, I hate burnt toast. So why tell a lie to mom? Ang sabi ng father, Son, you have to understand. Sometimes, you have to sacrifice a lot of things for the sake of relationship. And that's all about choice. It's a choice. It's a choice. Can you just imagine kung ang choice ng father is to get angry at the mother? Do you think the son will enjoy the breakfast? Pagdating ng father, paghatid niya doon sa bata, sa school, malamang yung bata, umiiyak pa rin. Yung father, along the way, mainit ang ulo, kung ano yung nakikita sigurong violation ng mga ibang mga sakyan doon, sumisigaw siya. Pagdating sa opisina, galit din siya sa mga empleyado niya, co-workers niya. It destroys the mood of everyone. And the mother, staying at home, crying. But the father made a small choice, thinking that it will only have a small impact. No, it's not. Every choice that we make has a big impact to us. If you remember, there was a Senate hearing last year. One particular general lost his credibility. Sometimes when we make a choice, we thought that that choice will have an impact in a matter of minutes, in a matter of days, in a matter of weeks. But in this particular case, that general made a choice 6 years ago. thinking that it will not impact his career, it will not impact his life. And because of what happened, the two of us were there at the Senate hearing. And obviously, that general made a choice. Unfortunately, he made the wrong choice. So as we go through life, we will always be faced with a lot of choices. Again, please always think, will I feed the good dog or will I feed the bad dog? Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. I hope you were able to draw some inspiration from this simple message. I wish you all the best. Fabulous at 40.
Thank you so
God bless
much.
you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor. Maraming salamat po. And in behalf of St. Louis Girls High School Batch 1981, thank you po ng marami for taking the time to speak to the group live. And we would like to thank you also for the hard work you have done to Baguio City. You don't only provide happiness and healthy life for making it a better place to live, but thank you for the service and dedication to keeping our community safe and healthy during this time of pandemic. Words will never be enough to express our gratitude for everything you do, but I hope you always remember that every single day you make a difference in the lives of the people in Baguio. Maraming salamat po. And ingat po kayo lagi and God bless po.
Right.
Thank you,
Can we have
Mayor.
Right. Can we have a picture taking for all those who were not on the picture taking a while ago? I'm sure everyone would like to have a shot with the mayor. Okay. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Next one. 1, 2, 3. Next. 1, 2, 3. And the
Parang ang
last.
sarap ng ngiti mo, Beng, ah.
Sila. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you po,
Maraming salamat,
Mayor.
Beng.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you po.
Take care.
So let's continue on.
Hindi na ako makapagsalita.
Umalis na ba si Mayor?
Oo.
Umalis na ba si Mayor? Nanginginig ako, nagsasalita. Parang nakaka-conscious eh. But anyway, wala na talaga si Mayor. Umalis na siya.
Umalis na. Oo, umalis na.
Okay. So we'll just acknowledge the presence of our dear teachers today. Andito si Sir Caloy Medina. Yee! Andito rin si Sir Jose Sibayan.
Miss Yoli Manzano Cambrel, she's here. Yay! Miss Dina Sales Bautista, nandito din siya. Hi, ma'am. And, but you may
Si
call
Ma'am
on.
Norma Rutab,
Yes.
nandito din siya.
Again,
Thank you so much po for joining our second day today. And for a recap of what...
Oh, one more, Badette. Let's not forget Mrs. Levardo. I think she's the kindergarten teacher of some of us, of some of them. So, welcome po. So, we have 6 teachers with us tonight. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. I hope you'll enjoy the second day as much as you enjoyed yesterday's. So, just a recap of what happened yesterday, Beng.
Yes.
You know, we had the 4A and 4B presentation, and they had also andun din yung tempo ng 4A and 4B.
Right. And then we had 2 breakout sessions yesterday. Ang nakakatuwa doon, there were questions offered, but then nung nag-breakout na, sorry, hindi namin na-follow yung questions, but that's all right. That's the purpose of the breakout session. Whether we talk about what the questions are or not, ang gusto na yata natin lahat is to catch up with each one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, ang dami nagsasabi kulang daw yung 20 minutes. If we had medyo mas matagal daw ng konti. So,
Right.
pero, pag mas matagal, medyo mas mahahaba. Hindi na makakatulog yung mga nandun sa East Coast, sa West Coast.
Oh, gaya namin.
Kasi
Right.
But
Yes,
anyway,
so,
let's start off.
right. So maybe we can have a check-in too, di ba, Badette? Let's see,
Uh-uh.
we have to acknowledge also our batchmates. So itong gagawin natin today. If you notice, there are reactions at the bottom of your screen. So dun sa lowest part there, if you could see may nakalagay na reactions. If you click on that, you're going to see different icons. Merong clapping hands, merong thumbs up, merong heart, merong laughing, merong like surprise, and then there's like pop, the pop, whatever that is called. So may
The
yes,
celebration
no,
pop
right.
something.
Okay. So when we call your section, we're going to ask you to do a particular wave. And
Yeah.
then we would like you to click on the icon that we're going to let you click. So this would probably be easy for everyone to see rather than looking at all the faces on the screen, diba? So
Yeah.
feel free to also click on your arrows on the right or on the
Yeah.
left to move to other sections. And before we do this, we would like to let you know that this is for data privacy, that this is we are on live. It is recorded and we're live on Facebook.
Yes.
Okay. So ready ka na ba
And just another thing, Bang. The reason why we're doing the what do you call this? These icons is just to see how many are in 4A, how many are in 4Bs, and how many are. It's like a poll.
Right. So we're gonna do a poll, yeah. So Joy, pakilabas na lang please yung poll. That's yeah. Thank you for pointing that at that, Badette. So pag nakita ninyo yung section nyo, please fill out the poll. Just click on your section, and then that's gonna. This is just for fun, okay? This is just for fun. So lagay nyo lang yung section ninyo, i-click nyo. So maybe if you're in a group of people like with 20 people, just maybe count how many 4Bs and click that amount of on your screen, I guess. Okay, so ready? Okay, let's start with 4A. 4A, if you're in 4A, you're going to do this. Okay, wave over on overhead. And then click the reaction button that's thumbs up. Okay, ready? Okay, 4A. And click the thumbs up button if you could. That will stay there. Good. Great. I see a lot of 4As. And then don't forget to click your section on the poll and then click submit. Okay, next we do 4B. Ang 4B ganito, sorry, pa-cute kasi kami. Ganyan, 4B. And then click the heart icon. 4B. Yan. Next, but that introduce 4C.
Okay, the 4C now is we have the hand wave and a clap on the icon. So that's the hand
Okay.
wave.
All right,
So
4C.
4C.
Galing.
Now we have the 4D. We have the Miss America wave. You know how Miss America wave is? Yan, yung kagaya ni Tere. Miss America,
Yan.
mahilig siya mag-Miss America wave.
Ang galing talaga ng mga 4D Miss America wave.
And then let's do the party popper. The party popper.
Party popper.
Icon.
Great.
And then for the last one, 4E,
4E.
let's do the Travolta wave. Ba't naman Travolta wave, Bang?
Ewan ko, yan lang ang tawag ko eh. Kasi sila yung ano mahilig yata.
Mahilig mag-ganyan-ganyan.
Oo, yan. 4E.
And then we'll do the wow face.
Wow face. Galing. Thank you.
The wow face on the icon.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. We just really want to wake up everybody from being seated for a while. Okay, Badette.
Okay.
Let's continue the fun.
So let's do another recap of what happened from the very first dry run that we had. So yung first dry run natin, we had the first dry run was actually done with the 4As. You know, yun ba yun? 4A?
No, 4D. So why were we doing the dry
4D.
run? Yeah, why were we bakit natin ginagawa yung dry run? So itong event natin will not happen kung hindi yung joint effort ng lahat ng sections. So each section had a dry run para matest
Mhm.
natin kung kaya natin mag-Zoom, kung kaya natin mag-meet virtually.
Upload ng mga videos.
Oo, mag-upload ng mga videos. So what are we gonna do to make this event possible? So we proved it for the second day that we all can do it. So thank you for all
Yeah.
the dry runs. Like 4D started with Circaloy,
Concert.
Circaloy's concert, and
Mhm.
then followed by 4E and 4A together,
Yeah.
right? And
Dito sa dry run na to, it was actually the first dry run, considered as the first dry run yung 4A and 4E. So, eto yung nag-share si Christine Abalos at saka si Joy Palaksa ng kanilang herbal plants and how to use these herbs to sa mga tea and all that stuff. Tapos dito din showcase ni Socorro yung pet video.
Mhm.
And then this is the first time we started the break room too
Right.
on this first
Right.
dry run.
Mhm. And then it followed by our class, 4B, for our Christmas presentation. And then next was the 4A concert,
Uh-huh.
uh, yung may Christmas caroling, no? And
Mga
then
Christmas
lastly,
carol.
yeah, and
The
lastly was the
4C.
4C.
Dito naman, it was a different kind of break room ang nangyari. So instead of the group switching from one room to the other, it was the speaker who was going to the room from one room to the other. So nakastay put lang yung mga attendees. So it was the speaker who was switching from one room to the other. So it's a different variety, a different practice and all that stuff until we ended up to this reunion. And we really appreciate for all the people who had attended during those dry runs.
Right. I'm so sorry. Meron nag-raise ng hands for a question. So if you raise your hand, then I'm sorry we're not able to see it right away. You can unmute and you can talk.
So may question ba?
Sa natapos na, maybe during the poll yun.
I'm sorry, I
Oo.
didn't have a question. I think I found out. I kind of
Okay.
did my mistake. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
It's okay, Jess.
Problem.
It's okay,
Sorry.
Jesslyn.
No problem. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Bernadette, let's go.
Saan tayo pupunta?
Dito, punta tayo sa reunion. Okay, so
Okay.
you can start introducing the next one.
Okay. The next one will be sino daw? Okay. So today, I'm gonna introduce to you a very good. Actually, naging close na rin ako sa kanya. We talk through the chat room and all that stuff through Messenger, and she is a very strong-willed woman, and she's fighting for her own battles right now. She's a mother of two and have been working in UB for 24 years. She is actually our current batch coordinator. And I'd like to introduce to you Shirley Payoyo to introduce our guest speaker right now. So Shirley Payoyo of 4A, go ahead, Shirley.
Another beautiful day to everyone. I was tasked to introduce our inspirational speaker for the second day of our virtual Batch 81 reunion. To introduce her, she doesn't want a very lengthy introduction, so I will just introduce her the way she wanted to. She had been with Girls High School for 2.5 years, and I'm sure you had been under her. She taught some English subjects and religion, but during our time, we call that the social ethics. But then she was given the privilege to teach in the college department, so she went to St. Louis University 1980 and stayed there for 26 years. I would say that she's a woman, a jolly woman, a very loving mother, and a very outspoken friend. And of course, when you see her around, she gives all her best smiles. So ladies and gentlemen, without further introduction, let us welcome Mrs. Dina Bautista-Sales.
It is with much joy that I join you today, Batch 81 of St. Louis Girls High School. I am also an alumna of St. Louis Girls High School, having graduated in 1970, class 4D. Your theme for this celebration is Fab at 40, United Internationally. Fab means fabulous, amazing, wonderful. I hope you all feel that today. O, at saka kitang-kita pa sa inyong mga ora. In reflecting on Fab, I want to add another B, making it F-A-B-B. To mean faith above brains and beauty. I pray that the 40 years behind you did not only earn for you titles, certificates, degrees, and wider vocabularies. I pray that you have also been rooted in the wisdom of God found in the Bible, and that your wisdom is manifested in your better understanding of others. I pray that you have been rooted in the good news proclaimed by Jesus to the least, the last, and the lost, which is the kingdom of God. Where God reigns, there is peace, justice, and prosperity for all. I believe that this news is very relevant, especially today that we have our pandemic, where many would say their plans and dreams have been shattered. But the kingdom of God is coming. There will be peace, justice, and prosperity, not only for a few, but for all. I pray that you have become more beautiful, not just skin deep, but that you have become more kind, selfless, and compassionate, like the man Jesus of Nazareth. This was what he was known for, because he believed in Abba, his Father, as gracious and compassionate. I pray that you have become persons of faith, above your brains and your beauty, always positive, hopeful, and fearless, because God is your Father. He loves you and cares for you, and will never forsake you or leave you. The number 40 in biblical language means a period of preparation. Jesus fasted and prayed for 40 days in the desert to prepare himself for his public ministry. God placed the scattered tribes of Israel into the desert for 40 years. Why? It was to prepare them to be a nation, to be his chosen people. 40 years after you graduated, you say that you are united internationally. Do you think it was only the internet that has united you? Isn't there a God who has planned all this for you? I end my short talk with a challenge, asking the question, what do you think is the reason why God unites St. Louis Girls High School Batch 81 internationally? Spare some time together to reflect on your answer to this question sincerely. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you po, Ma'am Dina. Maraming salamat po. Ma'am Dina, you're on the floor today, right?
Yes. Thank you po for very inspiring message. Alam nyo, I remember when naging teacher ko siya sa religion, akala ko madali lang ang religion. Ako, alam ko na yan, marunong naman ako magdasal. Ang hirap pala kay Ma'am Dina. Para akong parang parang hindi ako Kristiyano. Sabi ko, hindi ko yata alam lahat ng mga pinagsasabi ni Ma'am. Ang galing. Ma'am, I think you're on the floor. Maybe we could hear from you personally today.
Asan ako?
There you
sorry.
are.
Ma'am.
Hello po. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Maraming salamat, ha? I'm really honored that you invited me. Maganda pala yung brief na kung na what you call this now? Yung timed lang ba ang talk mo? Marami ka naman pala masasabi. Okay.
Ma'am, nasaan ka na ngayon? Nasaan po kayo?
Ha?
Nasaan po kayo ngayon?
I'm sorry, Bernadette.
Nasaan po kayo?
Sa bahay.
Sa Baguio.
Baguio.
Sa Baguio po kayo?
Oo.
Okay. Ma'am, retired na ho kayo?
Yeah, retired na ako 14 years ago. I retired at 51.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Buti pa si Ma'am, 51. Ako, a senior citizen na dito, hindi pa retired.
Ano kumakain?
Yeah, but thank you po. Thank you for very
Thank you po,
inspiring
ma'am.
message.
Thank you po.
Everybody, yeah, okay.
And
Hindi
enjoy
kasi
the show.
Hindi ako teki kaya yun, nawawala-wala ako.
That's okay. No problem po.
Enjoy po kayo. Thank you.
All right, let's keep the ball rolling, Badette.
Okay, so now, after me, parang batang-bata pa rin si Miss Dina, no? Parang hindi siya,
Hindi nagbago
parang
ang face niya.
hindi nagbango, parang siya pa rin yung teacher natin ng religion nun.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
anyway.
Alright, tuloy ang ligaya, Badette.
Okay, so, ngayon naman, ang susunod na video na titingnan natin is actually for the videos for our classmates na they started in in first year, but they did not graduate in girls high. So it's either that they moved.
But that not meaning na hindi sila nag-graduate ng high school, di ba?
Oo. So meaning to say, hindi sila
pwede.
nag-graduate sa girls high.
Yes. So they either went abroad or they either went to Manila or for whatever reason hindi sila natapos sa girls high batch. So hindi sila officially girls high. I mean, they're not graduates of girls high na batch 81. Yeah,
pero they're still.
But we consider them as part of our batch also, di ba?
Yeah.
So let's watch.
Let's watch this.
Yes. Oh, that's so nice. That's
Ayan.
really so nice. And it's the best part is nandito yung ibang mga classmates natin and they joined
Oo.
us here. So maybe we could just give a shout out to Rina Viernes.
Yay.
Rina,
Actually, we
unmute ka, Rina,
adopted
say
her.
hi. Yeah,
We
na-adapt ng
adopted
4B.
her in 4B.
Rina, unmute and say hi.
Andiyan ba si Rina?
Yes.
Hi.
Hey, Rina. And thanks, Rina. Carol Jean is here too. Carol, are you
Carol,
here?
where
Yeah, I
are
know
you,
you're here.
Carol?
You can unmute and say hi.
I'm here. Hi.
Thank you for,
Thank you for including us.
of
Kumusta ka
course.
na? Where are you from? Nasaan ka ngayon, Carol?
Nasa Sydney po. Nasa Sydney, Australia.
That's good.
Thank you. And
Si Rina nasa Manila siya.
Manila, yes.
Oo.
And Josephine Libao is here too. Josephine, you can, we'd like to hear from you.
Josephine, asan ka?
Nandyan siya. You can unmute. I know she's here.
Hello. I'm
Ayan.
here.
Hi.
Kumusta na, Josephine?
Okay lang. Nanonood
Asan ka na
lagi.
ngayon? Asan ka na ngayon? So everybody can...
La Trinidad, Benguet.
Nasa La Trinidad, Benguet ka.
Yep.
Thank
Good.
you for joining
Napanood kayo
us.
lahat. Masaya.
Thank you for joining us.
Sure.
Okay. All right, so let's move on. And this next
Si Allison, nakalimutan mo si Allison?
she's not here, but she was with us last night.
Okay,
She's not
she
here
was.
today,
Okay.
yeah.
Wala
Right.
siya ngayon. Okay.
Wala siya ngayon, oh. Okay, so ang next guest natin, actually, when I was still in, I knew about her when I was in first year high school. Iniisip ko, nako, sana maging classmate ko to. Second year went, sana maging classmate ko siya. Wala pa rin. Third year, sana maging classmate ko. Wala pa rin. Pagdating ng fourth year, sana maging classmate ko. Talagang hindi. And this person, it shouldn't be a surprise to you na she's described as somebody who's very diligent, very studious, generous. And minsan nga sabi ni Virginia Corpus, dinescribe siya as is somebody who, this lady is somebody who can really understand people and engages with them with humility. So anyone who comes across her knows that she's a good-hearted person, and that's part of her being her. That's part of her nature. She's a medicine grad from St. Louis University School and a Tenderford Hospital trained internist, a board certified internal medicine and nephrology. She's a current fellow of the American College of Physicians, a fellow of the American Society of Nephrology, and a member of the American Medical Association, as well as a member of the Yuma County Medical Society. She's not only a medical professional, but she's also a super mom, which is, I think, it is what she really wants to do. So, hindi ko na patatagalin. Ladies, it is such an honor to introduce our very own Dr. Lily Lim Chavez.
1981, 40 years ago, marked our graduation from St. Louis Girls High School. Full of dreams and hope, as we carried the spirit of our school song, For Our Life is So Bright. 1981, the year Pope John Paul II visited the Philippines. Martial law was lifted. Scientists identified the AIDS virus. NASA launched the first space shuttle, Columbia. Lady Diana became Princess of Wales. IBM launched its first PC. The word internet was first mentioned, which fast forward 40 years later made it possible for us to reconnect in a much different world. once again, a new virus has changed our lives in more ways than we could have imagined. Untold loss and suffering no one can really be prepared for. But yet again, Batch 81, resilient, strong, passionate as ever, found countless opportunities to serve others with so much enthusiasm, grace, and compassion. As we have always done through the years. 2021 promises to be a better year, a hope for a return to normalcy, a return to kindness and community, a return to inclusion and oneness. So here we are, really grown, but the same kids, without the hang-ups and insecurities, changed by the 40 years in between, stronger and self-aware. This weekend is the culmination of all our other virtual reunions, sharing memories over and over with friends, making new ones with friends who knew us before we became who we are today. Renewing bonds, strengthening our sisterhood, lifting one another again, to provide support for known or unknown struggles, illness, and loss. Mourning those who left us, yet celebrating their lives. We have become an inspiration. St. Louis Girls High, Batch of 81, we are fab at 40.
Thank you, Lily. Yay, we finally saw your face. Thank you so much. Would you like to have
Thank you,
us?
Lily.
Hi, Lily. May gusto kang
Hi,
sabihin?
everyone. Just so proud of everybody, and I'm just glad. I think it was a good opportunity then, because of the COVID, because of the fact that we had to do it by remote. A lot of us have been able to attend. That was we were able to really reconnect. We got to chat with a lot more people.
Exactly.
We got to know a lot more people. So and I got to know other people that I didn't think were my classmates.
Alam mo, Doc, Iba talaga yung nagagawa ng pandemic ngayon, you know.
I know. Nakakatuwa to see everyone and how much we've done through the years, and I'm so proud of everyone. Thank you again. Thank you for giving me the chance to say something.
Thank you, Doc. And we're hoping that 2021 will be a better year for us. May this year be a new year for our batch as we build a better bond of camaraderie to each other.
Yes,
Right.
definitely.
Right. I think this is the positive side of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Doc.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. And then we'll have another speaker who's gonna be sharing us some inspiration. And this person is coming from the same class as 4C. And as you've mentioned, Beng, hindi ko rin siya naging kaklase from first year to fourth year. But I had...
Ewan ko nga ba, Badet, kung bakit yung mga napakatalino hindi pumupunta sa klase ko. Hindi ko talaga maintindihan hanggang ngayon. Si Arlene Rodelas, hindi ko naging classmate. But at least naging classmate natin si Mabel. O, di ba? Pero ewan ko talaga, hindi ako mapunta sa mga ganyang klase. But at least I know them. Okay,
yeah.
go ahead.
So, when we ask our next speaker to a common theme of humility, smart, confidence, goal-oriented, and a cancer survivor arose from our batchmates' memories. They remember her natural intelligence through her ability to correctly answer questions that were asked on the fly. Her confidence has helped her to excel in many aspects of her life. Our batchmates also described her as a very dedicated mom. In fact, her son Gabe fondly expresses that she is very empathetic, loves to give back, and is a very strong fighter. Ladies, our next speaker is a University of the Philippines trained obstetrician and gynecologist, chief of the OB-GYN ultrasound section, an associate, a professor, international speaker, published author, mother, and our batchmate. And the second of this speaker is the record of this speaker is impeccable, honorable, with a broad scope of knowledge, operational credibility, and sustained superior performance in every aspect of her life. My dear friends, my dear classmates, it is my privilege to introduce to you Dr. Jeanette Panlilio.
Happy Ruby Year to all. I hope everyone is doing well. This is my disclosure. I am not a motivational or inspirational speaker, so thank you for allowing a few minutes of your time for this brief sharing. For today, let me talk about I and you, two important vowels when put together means us. Let's go back in circa 1976 to 1981. Remember how we filled up each other's slum book to get to know each other better. Some of us may have found it sentimental or baduy, but I must say, masaya pa rin ang high school life natin noon. Anyway, usually in the slum book is the question, what do you want to be in the future? Your aspiration, your ambition? I'm sure many wrote to be a nurse, a teacher, a housewife, a doctor, a lawyer, a model, a flight stewardess, to name a few. Fast forward to 2021, this year, 40 years after. If you were asked the same question, would your dreams and answer be the same? Have you found the fulfillment of your dreams? The answer may be a yes, a no, or I don't really know. Along the journey, there might have been stumbling blocks like financial losses, demise of a parent who provided for your education, a total loss of interest in what you wanted to be that took the zest away from whatever aspirations you had. Or on the positive side, better opportunities came or you met inspiring people that shifted your goals to greater heights. Right now, at this point in our lives, many of us may now be enjoying and living our dreams, while some of us may have not attained the answer to that slumbook ambition question. Yet, with what we have and who we are right now, can we say yes to ourselves when asked, am I happy? Am I contented? Am I complete? What TV ad goes, para kanino ka ba bumaba? Do you wake up for your family, for your son or daughter with special needs, or for your significant other? Do you wake up for your grandchildren who take away your worries during this pandemic, or for your patients who entrust their life to you, for your students struggling with their online tasks, or for your client seeking your legal opinion, for your Suki excited to have her new hairdo or new gel polish, or for your ailing mom or sister, or for your job, for your plants waiting to be watered, or for your lovable pet who wipes away your stress. Kanino ka ba talaga bumabangon? Para sa kanila ba o para sa iyo? With the daily routine you have you stopped and focused on yourself? And have you asked, do I find fulfillment and happiness in the things that I do? This brings us to the eye of this talk. What is your ikigai? I'm sure many of you have met this term before. Ikigai is a Japanese word literally translated to reason for being. Iki means life and gai means worth. So what is your life's worth? Your reason for being and your reason for getting up in the morning. I'm sure all of us have our stories of struggle. Some of you might have already discovered their ikigai. Maybe some at a certain point might have had it all, yet there is no true happiness. This is where we try to find ourselves, our I, our ikigai. Ikigai is about finding bliss, fulfillment, and balance in the daily routine of life based on four guiding principles: doing things that you're good at, do things that you love, doing things that the world needs, and doing things that you can get rewarded for. Your ikigai is the core of your passion, mission, profession, and your vocation. Many years back, I thought I have found my nirvana, my perfect state of happiness and peace. I just finished my subspecialty, married with adorable boys, but along the way, I had so many unfortunate life events. When I was starting my practice, I was robbed twice of an ultrasound machine, at the time costing almost a million pesos each. And almost the same time, my marriage fell apart. So I just prayed to God to grant me strength and good health so I can go on working and caring for my four young sons. But in 2017, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I asked, was there still reason for me to wake up each morning? But knowing I had a purpose, my ikigai kept me going, and I knew that in spite of everything I lost, I needed to continue nurturing my sons, guiding my students, and caring for my patients. And knowing my ikigai helped me live each day with hope, happiness, and with direction. And knowing my ikigai meant never giving up. In a nutshell, it encompasses the idea that happiness in life is not about having more money or the multiple degrees after your name. Ikigai combines the joy from doing something and a sense of purpose, meaning, and well being. It is a feeling that your life is valuable, that you have an impact. It is not linked to your status in society or the money you earn. If you think right now, in spite of all the wealth and fame you have and the fancy titles that you're addressed with, and you still find no fulfillment, then it is time to soul search or change something so your passion, mission, profession, and vocation are in alignment. Right now, if you're a housewife and yet you always find pleasure and satisfaction in being a home hero, preparing the best dishes for your family, or eagerly waiting for their stories when they come home to be with you, I think you have found your ikigai. Congratulations. For those waiting to discover this purpose, it may not be an easy journey. You have to make the initial steps and be committed, and soon your personal journey will find the right directions. Reflect on the four guiding principles, aligning your actions with things that matter to define your ikigai. Hector Garcia, one of the co-authors of the book on ikigai, lists 10 rules which can guide us in our ikigai journey, since getting up each morning and doing your routine without true purpose can actually be damaging to your health. So for these 10 rules, the first rule would be stay active, don't retire. Retirement does not mean the end of your usefulness. Just shift your focus to what will keep you happy and alert. Go big, join clubs, travel, siguro after the pandemic. It will be good for you, your mind, and your soul. Rule number two, take it slow. Be in control and be mindful. Not slowing down invites stress, so be patient. Rule number three, don't fill your stomach. Follow the 80% rule. We should eat a little less than our hunger demands for a healthier and longer life. Rule number four, surround yourself with good friends. Nurture your interpersonal relationships while avoiding toxic people who can pull you down. During this pandemic, find time to zoom away with your friends. Rule number five, get in shape for your next birthday. Move. Be like water. Be like the river, ever flowing, never stagnating. Motion, as they say, is lotion to your bones and well being. And rule number six, smile. During this pandemic, it is very difficult to smile with what is happening around us. Furthermore, our smiles are not seen because of the mask we have to wear. But this should not stop us from wearing our smiles in our eyes and launching our smiles from the center of our hearts. Rule number seven, reconnect with nature. Take that hike, walk barefoot on the beach, be a plantita, smell the flowers, or just soak in the sun. Nature, after all, is the best rejuvenator. Rule number eight, give thanks. Start and end each day with gratitude to our Creator. Don't forget to say thank you to the guard who opens the door for you, to your secretary for organizing your workplace, to your significant other for just being there, quietly supporting you as you go through your personal crisis. In everything, give thanks. Even for challenges and trials, give thanks, because this just makes us stronger. Rule number nine, live in the moment. Savor today. Don't spend this day going back to your errors of yesterday. Stop worrying about the future. As they say, live each day as if it were your last. And during this pandemic, we never know if Corona will let us see another day. And rule number 10, follow your ikigai, or if not, find your ikigai. It is waiting to be discovered. But knowing your ikigai is not enough. Self-actualization is not enough. You have to put your life's purpose into action. You have to transcend the limitations of self and find a way to be a blessing to others. Once you have found your ikigai, it is best to share yourself with others. This is where you comes in. Ubuntu is another word which comes from the African philosophy that emphasizes being self through others. It means I am because we are. It is a belief that is defined by our compassion and kindness towards others. You have to ask the question, how can I be happy when the others are sad? And your presence alone in this Jubilee celebration reflects how you have valued our class of 1981. You are truly enduring and nurturing batchmates, so sincerely spreading happiness by simply staying connected and willing to extend a hand in every way, big or small, in the successful celebration of this Jubilee. As we celebrate our Jubilee Ruby year, Ruby, which is a gem that symbolizes love, energy, passion, power, and zest for life, let us all find our life's purpose, our ikigai, which only becomes meaningful if it touches the lives of others, our ubuntu, I am because we are. Truly, to be an alumni of St. Louis Girls High is to value oneness as a family, our ohana, and as well as sisterhood, embraced by the power of love. After this Jubilee year, may we continue to stay in touch, reach out, help out, and move forward, and forge deep friendships and strong relationships. And always remember that we can only be happy finding ourselves in the happiness of others. Cheers, and looking forward to our golden homecoming. Thank you.
Thank you. Very inspiring, Doc Jeanette.
Thank you, Jeanette. Naiyak ako.
Bravo.
Gosh, Ikigai, I
You know,
got
I'm so lucky, Beng. I received 2 books of Ikigai.
I got one book. One is enough for me, but it's good. I started reading it and it's really beautiful. Thank you, Jeanette. It's a very good talk, and um, it's something of what do you call this? Nare-realize namin sa short talk mo na what we should be doing, you know. Ano na tayo, mga seniors na. I think this is a good time for us to really look at our ikigai.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can unmute, you can say something.
Thank you, thank you. Actually, I really wanted to record it kasi baka naiyak ako. But actually, meron din kasi ang mga anak na pasyente. But I really wanted to share. I know everybody knows already. Some of you knows that ikigai, but then we have to remind each and every one of us at this point in our lives na we really have to do retrospection. But then, hindi lang talaga yung mundo natin. Actually, when I was listening to Mayor Magalong kanina, gusto ko sabihin, Mayor, pareho tayo ng message, no? Finding happiness
and healthy life
through happiness in others. So, yun lang. Ikigai, Ubuntu, and Ohana. And I'm proud to be Batch 81. Thank you for listening. And thank you also for everybody who worked for this alumni homecoming. mas madami silang trinabaho. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Doc. Thank you.
You're so humble and so strong. Thank you so much. Good luck to you. And you know what? You always remind me about my dad because he was also a gynecologist, obstetrics and gynecologist. Kaya, yun ang dream ko to be like him. And hindi nangyari. But, my gosh. Thank you, Jeanette. Very inspiring. Right.
Thank you.
Okay, ayoko nang umiyak. So let's just continue the fun and
let's watch something just to cut,
in our hearts, and let's see what Forcy is going to the tempo of Forcy, and see how they all look like then and now.
What would you think if I sang out a tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get by with a little help from my friends. Get high with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. What would you think if I sang out a tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get by with a little help from my friends. Get high with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. What would you think if I sang out a tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. What do I do when my sang out a tune, would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get by with a little help from my friends. Get high with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Would you believe in a love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time. What do you see when you turn out the light? I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I just need someone to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Yes, I get by with a little help from my friends. With a little help from my friends.
Okay.
Yes, one of my favorite songs, Badette. Just Get By With a Little Help from My Friends. I love that song.
Ano, alam mo, Beng, let's go back to the message of Doc and Jeanette. Yung mga ladies daw dun sa cowboy town, grabe daw ang iyak nila dun. So, let's watch this video that 4C had prepared para kuha naman sila. Ma-entice at saka ma-cherish.
Para matuyo ang mga mata namin.
Oo. So, let's watch 4C's presentation. Grabe, Beng. Very nice. Ang ganda.
Ang ganda, ang galing. So,
Napapa-kending din ako eh. Parang gusto ko ring mag-Tahitian, pero hindi lang ako inimbita ng 4C.
It's okay. Kasi pwede pa tayo mag-Tahitian sa sarili nating upuan.
Alam mo, nung tinitingnan ko yung mga nanonood, tinitingnan ko yung reaction ni Ma'am Yoli eh. Ma'am Yoli Manzano. Tingnan natin kung anong reaction ni Ma'am Yoli. Ma'am Yoli, ano masasabi mo sa sayaw ng 4C?
Napapaindak din ako kasi sa ganda. Maengganyo ka talaga. So, good job, guys. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Hindi mo talaga inaasahan, ma'am, na si Lily, si Jeanette, si Irene Camos, hindi mo inaasahan na kekending-kending ng ganon. Mas lalo na si Almali Dupainos.
mga hidden talents yan. Lumabas na. But that's good. So glad to see
Very
you.
nice, very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Yoli.
Pwede ko man tawagin si Jing because siya ang siyang nag-suggest nito. So Jing, come on over. Sorry to put you on the spot. Des, can you let everyone know how you decided on that?
Well, the class said they say, hey, let's do this. Let's just dance. Jing, ikaw maghula na lang. I said, okay, so let's dance, and that's what we decided. Sorry, I was eating.
That's okay. Jing, ano na yung relation nung song to your dance? Di ba may meaning yung song na yon?
Yeah, so it's about happy people just dancing and enjoying the nature, lovely flowers. So, when they raise their hands, it's about the mountains and then the waves and the ocean. So it's nature, people just being happy.
Right. So, ikigai.
There you go.
Ikigai, yeah.
But everybody really well. So 4C, thank you so much for your patience.
Thank you.
And Rhea, thank you for me for putting the video together.
Great job. Thank you.
Beng, tingnan din natin ang reaction ni Sir Sibayan. Tingnan natin. Anong ina-expect niya? Kasi yung mga kumekending-kending na ganyan eh. Tingnan natin kung anong reaction ni Sir Sibayan. Sir?
Pwede ko ba tawagin si Sir Sibayan? Naging coach.
Ay, oo. By all means. Kasi dapat ikaw pala eh. Naku, Beng, sayang.
Co-teacher ko yan sa Girls High. Ang tawag sa kanya before Sir Sibayan ng student. Ngayon, nung naging co-teacher ko, Manong Jo! Ayan mo! Hindi ako marunong mag-Ilocano. Manong Jo, nasan ka na? Let's see.
Andiyan si Sir Sibayan.
Manong Jo, nasan ka na? Ayun. How are you? I miss
your
you.
video, sir. We wanna see you, sir.
Wala yata eh. Ayan na. Start my video. Yan na.
Ayan. Hi, sir.
Walang kakupas-kupas ang spirit ng mga high school. Kitang-kita sa mga sayaw nila. Naririnig niyo na ako?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Walang kakupas-kupas, pati yung pakikita nila. Kita pa rin sa mga dance nila. Yung energy nila.
Nandun pa rin, sir.
Gusto ko bumalik sa high school uli, magturo. Nandiyan pa yung mga kanyang klaseng espiritu.
But sir, hindi na kami high school eh, kaya okay lang. Huwag na kayong bumalik. Magandang pag kami yung
kupas yung mga espiritu nila, yung energy nilang ganon. Kitang-kita pa rin. Saka
sir, nasa po kayo ngayon? Nasa po kayo ngayon, sir?
Nandito ako sa bahay. Nag-retire na ako.
Baguio?
May 5th year na.
Sa Baguio, sir?
Dito po sa Baguio.
Oh, okay. So, other than retired, fully retired, ano pa pong ginagawa nyo? Ano kinakaabalahan nyo ngayon?
Halo-halo po. May yung dating sideline nung araw.
Okay. Basta happy ho kayo, basta meron kayong ikigai.
Ay, meron ikigai. Talaga yan pa rin. Kaya lang nag-iingat kasi yung pandemic.
Oo, sir.
Oo.
Kasi dapat nasa loob na lang kayo ng bahay, hindi na kayo lumalabas, bawal kayong lumabas.
Lumalabas pa rin. Kaya lang na kumpleto ang ang kabal para hindi mahalata na senyor.
Okay.
Otherwise baka mahuli.
Enjoy for the show.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Very much for the occasion and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Beng, let's go back to Ma'am Yoli. Kasi hindi natin natanong si Ma'am Yoli kung saan siya ngayon.
Oo naman. Sige,
balik uli sa akin. Well, I'm in Maryland right now. I guess right now, yeah. Pero based in Maryland for the last 32 years.
32 years.
Tagal
Nakatagal
na.
ka na rin, ma'am, dito.
Tagal na.
So ano mo, ma'am,
Thank
ang
you for
kinakaabalahan
asking.
mo ngayon? So what are you doing now?
Well, I guess I could say I'm kind of retired now. After 2-3 careers. So home-based. And thankfully, with the pandemic going on, I think it's the best place to be right now para medyo safe for the moment. And I guess tuloy, hopefully when things are better, then life moves on and we could pick up from where we all left off. So
Yes.
hope and pray. Mm-hmm.
I know.
Thank you for asking.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Enjoy po kayo.
Thank you and congratulations again to everybody.
I'll
Thank
see you
you.
soon. Okay.
Okay.
Na yung pandemic. We'll see each other again.
Okay, sure, Beng. Yeah, looking forward.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Bernadette, it's your turn to introduce the
Okay,
next.
so we have another speaker for today, and actually she is a former class president of 4D who moved back to Illinois in 1986 right after she obtained a bachelor's degree in industrial engineering in St. Louis University. She worked as a software engineer for Motorola and Lucent Technologies. She was an author of patent disclosures as well as a recipient of numerous process improvement awards. When she had her daughter, she dedicated 11 years to be a full-time stay-at-home mom. Then later she returned to workforce as a GED instructor, helping students earn high school equivalency certificates and even authoring math and writing curricula for the college's adult education program were some of her many accomplishments. She subsequently pursued higher education and obtained a Master's of Arts in Education with a focus on training and education. She has been married for 24 years to Dog and a mother to Gabe. And currently she is the legal guardian and a full-time caregiver to her youngest brother, Alfred, who has a Down syndrome. On a personal note, I have known her to be a very computer and tech-savvy lady and is always continuing to put her skills to good use. She is always on top of things and she executes tasks leading from the front. Let us welcome the personable Marcia and Floresca Weaver.
Thank you for the opportunity to share some of my thoughts and ideas. But most importantly, congratulations to Batch 81 on the 40th anniversary of our high school graduation. So palakpak naman tayo dyan. Yay! So the theme is Fab at 40, United Globally. So 40 years. 40. Apat na dekada. And because I'm weird that way, I went and calculated that 72% of our lives has gone by since high school graduation. 72%. That's almost 3/4 of our lives right now. Whether you're 55 or 56, pare-pareho yan. So, but it's 72%. So in that span of time, and just to keep it relevant to high school, some of us were lucky enough to stay in touch with our friends for all 40 years. Some started out okay and lost contact with their friends and then reconnected, or maybe just lost contact totally. And then the rest of us, or the rest of the population, are people that we don't know where they are and totally no contact since high school graduation. But that's not really what's exciting. What's exciting is that we are here celebrating 40 years. So let's focus on that excitement. Let's focus on being together for the rest of the remainder of the time. But the reunion had to start small, right? For 4D, I can only speak for 4D, we started in June. Started a chat room, and then it went from there. I'm sure every section had their own way of like getting together and all that stuff. The point is that this whole big reunion that we're having right now started from scratch. So it's really a celebration. The last 2 days, to me, the way I look at it, is a celebration of all those months of being together. It's a formality of all that we went through, each as a section and also as a bigger group during the dry runs. We're celebrating being back together since high school graduation, and we're also celebrating the hard work that we had in preparing for our presentations, preparing for whatnot. So there's a part of me, though, that started asking this question, like maybe December, January timeframe, what's next, right? Sa dami ng mga Zoom meetings every single month since July for me, right? Ano na mangyayari? What's next, right? So the way that I kind of answer it in my head is, and I'm presenting it to you guys, imagine that we're all walking around with a hula hoop, right? You are the owner of that hula hoop. You're walking around living your life with an imaginary hula hoop. You're the owner of that circle, so you get to control what you bring into your life and what you put out for others. So that's what's next. So when you're in a situation, choose what you're going to take away from that situation. Hopefully it's something of value that would add value to your life or add joy, something positive, right? Is for the same situation, choose and be mindful of what you're going to put out there for another person to absorb. So that's what's next, right? You're walking around with a little hula hoop around ourselves, deciding smartly, consciously, deliberately, what we're going to bring into our little circle and what we're going to put out. So hopefully the what's next would be more of the get-togethers among classmates, that would be like the putting it out there type thing and bringing in, right? So, but yeah, that's it. Thank you again for listening, and have fun for the rest of the time that we're together, and also laugh a lot. All right, bye.
Marcia, if you're here, you can unmute. I know Marcia's going to say something. Thank you, Marcia. That was really a very inspiring message.
Thank you, thank you. May pahabol lang ako. But before I go with my pahabol, I just wanted to acknowledge a few people. When things are going well for me, I tend to, again, umaandar yung pagka-analytical ko. So I tend to look to how things started. So I'm having so much fun this weekend. So I got to thinking, ano ang nangyari? How did all this start? Okay, and in digging up the information, I found out that there were two people that attended an alumni homecoming back in 2000. Those people were Vera Ami Domingo and Vicky Madayag. So from that alumni homecoming, these two got inspired to get everybody together. I think they started rounding people up in 2005. They were joined by Joanne Brillantes and Christine Sumadchat to prepare everybody for our very first batch reunion in 2006. So apat tayo nag-start, and then now we're fast forwarding to 2021, and we've got 15 reps from all 5 sections. So we always refer to these 15 people as 15 reps, the programming committee, the planning committee, that kind of stuff. But I think they do deserve to be acknowledged individually. So I'm taking the liberty to do that. So, welcome to the acknowledgement portion of this program. From 4A, we've got Beth Makalingkag, Vicky Madayag, and Christine Abalos. 4B, Marose, Ellen Balsita, and Grace. 4C, Gina Buscagan, Sonia, Joanne Brillantes. 4D, Tere, Eileen, and Joanne Balderas. And then 4E, we've got Bland, Arlene Rodelas, and Susana Cruz. Let's not forget our ever-reliable Baguio Corps, comprised of Shirley Payoyo, who is our batch representative. And then we've got Vicky Madayag, who is our batch treasurer, and Beth Dulay as our assistant batch treasurer. And since I have been staying awake the last 2 nights because it's late here where I am, thank you sa mga Emcees. From yesterday, we've got Jag, Meng, and Maan. Thank you, thank you. And then today, we've got Beng and Badette. So look down on the bottom of your screens if you can, press on that reactions icon and just send some love to your screens. Could be the torotot or heart, clapping, thumbs up. If you don't know how to do that, do the heart, clap or something. We want to acknowledge everybody that's put together all these reunions from 2006 to 2021. So, and also to our supportive teachers, former teachers, all the way to elementary, Mrs. Levardo, I don't know if you remember me, but thank you for all the inspiration. So continuing on to my pahabol, the real pahabol, right? I want to put everything together, right? So let's not forget, first of all, that we are Louisians, right? We were ingrained with Catholic Christian values ever since we were in high school, even elementary for most of us. So let's not forget that. As Miss Dina alluded to in her speech, there is a reason why we keep succeeding as a batch whenever we get together and plan. So there's somebody up there looking out for us and with a mission. I don't really know what that mission is, but all I know is that I am continuing to work with each and every single one of you. So that's one point. The second point is there's some interaction going on whenever there's a planning committee or planning in general, right? Ma'am Lenny talked about it yesterday. Let's make sure that we put forth respect, may hula hoop tayo ngayon as a batch. Let's put forth respect for one another. And when it comes to planning, that involves respecting time and schedules, respecting each other's opinions, respecting each other's ideas, and most importantly to me, I think, is respecting personal boundaries. So now we've got this big hula hoop for batch 81, bringing in all the experience and knowledge of past coordinators so that we can put forth, an even better reunion for the future. Yung logo ng Girls High, the one with the St. Louis on it, on the bottom, if you guys remember, it says wisdom builds. And that's my last point. Let's strive to be wiser 50 plus women, right? And try our hardest to build one another up. So that way, yung next na reunion, mas maganda na naman at bonggang-boga. So that's it. End of pahabol. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marcia. Thank you so much. And I'd like also to acknowledge Cynthia Valencia for putting up all these, for helping me out in the introduction of Marcia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, without further ado,
let's watch the tempo of 4D.
Told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, even your year. I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to fall, I'll be there for you. Like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. Well, it's not far down to paradise. At least it's not for me. If the wind is right, you can sail away and find tranquility. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. It's not far to Never Never Land. Reason to pretend. And if the wind is right, you can find the joy of innocence again. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it. Just a dream of the wind to carry me. Soon I will be free. Fantasy, it gets the best of me when I'm sailing. All caught up in the reverie. Every word is a symphony. Won't you believe me? Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it. Just a dream of the wind to carry me. Soon I will be free. Well, it's not far back to Santa Cruz. At least it's not for me. And if the wind is right, you can sail away and find serenity. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Then you believe me. Sailing takes me away to where I've always needed to be. Just a dream of the wind to carry me. Soon I will be free.
Oh gosh, Bernadette, alam mo ba, 4D is the second to the last na makikita nating group. And parang miss na miss ko na yung high school. Gustong gusto ko na talagang bumalik in time and be in high school again. Nakakatuwa. So let's try, maybe this time, let's give a chance for, let's give our applause to 4D for their next presentation.
It all started as a dream. Seeing each other virtually on Zoom after many, many years was one of the blessings this pandemic gave us. When we first met as a class back in July, we thought of doing a remake of our winning song. It seemed impossible because we no longer had the actual piece and recording. The only remnants we had were a moldy cassette tape and our happy memories of that victorious and glorious day 40 years ago. 4D has been working hard since November, rehearsing, holding multiple meetings to accommodate schedules and levels of confidence in completing this project. We discovered everyone's strengths and weaknesses and faced technical challenges in making this video. We almost gave up on the idea, but because of team effort and everyone's cooperation and willingness to rehearse late nights and early mornings from different parts of the world, we achieved our dream. It was worth all the sleepless nights, history made with beautiful memories. The message of this song still holds true to this day. We do everything for God's glory, for God is love. Sapagkat ang Diyos ay pag-ibig. We now present to you 4D's winning piece at Handog 1980.
Galing talaga. 4D actually proved that they are still the winning, they have the winning piece. So,
Love the
maganda, ang
blending.
ganda. Kinikilabutan pa rin ako, Beng, kahit na ilang beses ko nang napapanood ito. It's the same. I'm having goosebumps every time I listen to this song. So, very, very good.
I love the blending of their songs. I love the expressions on their faces. Pwede na yata tayong judge, ano?
Oo. At saka the way they collaborated it, it's just so, if you look at how they did they used the technology to put all these things together, this is not only a 1 day or 2 days or 1 week job. It's actually a piece that you have to put it together for a certain period of time. Talaga, you have to spend time with it because, I mean, kahit na sabihin natin, look at it, it's just like, pag pre-noof mo siya, talagang magandang quality kahit na, alam mo, hindi naman tayo professional. Pero, well, knowing Marcia is there, computer savvy siya. So, nagagawa niya ng paraan. But come to think of it, it's all coming from scratch and we're all just like, parang neophyte na nag-uupisa sa technology and all that stuff.
Right, nung pinapanood ko yung mga slides nila prior to that, nakita ko ang nag-struck sa akin was Eileen Castillo-Bosec. Like parang tuwan-tuwa siya. So I would like to hear from Eileen. Eileen, paki-unmute mo naman yung mic mo. I'd like to hear from you.
Yep, I'm here.
Yes, hi.
Hi, Eileen.
Hello.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
It's okay. But this was in the beginning of this, when they said that we do this, I thought, okay, yeah, we were the champions, so it would be really great to do it again. And then after a while, it's like they were asking us to have solo videos sent in to them. It's like, I can't do this. I don't know to sing. So I was more like, let's do something else because, it was 40 years ago that we did this. So I thought we're never going to do this again because there's no way that we can practice together like we did, years ago. So then I went up to, I talked a little bit to like Tere, Cynthia, Marcia, Vera, Joanne, Deb. I talked to them and then I said, there's no way that we can do this. It's been so many years and we can't get together. I mean, this is going to be a virtual thing and we can't get together. We can't do the practice that we used to do, that we did years ago. So, they were very patient and then they said, okay, let's practice together then. So that's what we did. We practiced, as a group, our class practiced together virtually. We did, like Marcia said, we had our schedules, different schedules so different people can join. And then we had fun, with all the, with all the Zoom. So that's why we had the wacky pictures and everything. But yeah, after all the practice, all the patience, and the magic of technology, that's what we put together. And I'm so proud of it, because this is something that I thought was not going to happen. That was impossible. But, if you put yourselves to, as a group, we put ourselves together and we came up with that. So that's what I think.
Wonderful. It was wonderful. It was a good job. It's a really collaboration of efforts.
Yeah. And also, thank you, Eileen.
You're welcome.
Right. Also, Bernadette, alam mo, remember Marcia said that her teacher was Mrs. Levardo?
Uh-huh.
Maybe we would like to hear from her also. What did she think about her former student? I think some of the students in this class were also her students before. Ma'am, if you're in here and if you may we request you to
say something.
Hi everyone. Is it okay? I just call Mama. She's just downstairs.
Okay.
Okay po. I'm her daughter.
Hi.
Thank you for letting
me. Okay po. Just a few seconds po. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Right.
So while waiting for Mrs. Lebrada.
Levardo.
So ilang taon na siya kung kindergarten teacher niyo siya?
Naku naman, Badet, paano mo nang tatanungin kung ilang taon? Eh kung ako nga, baka mamaya tanungin ako ng mga dati kong students ng high school, ilang taon na po si Ma'am Santos? Ay naku, ayoko nga sabihin yung age ko. Huwag mo nang tanungin yung age. Sabi rin sa 40 nga eh. 40.
40 plus, yung mga mathematician natin dyan, mag-math na nga kayo kung ilang taon si ma'am.
40. Ano mo, isa pang nakita ko doon, a few people, you know, a few people that I've seen there, Liberty Di Maano,
Reactions?
Liberty Di Maano, hello, you never changed. Your face never changed, still baby face, matet never changed. And this is really beautiful. Yeah, let's make a call on Mrs. Libardo maybe later, no? After the next.
Andyan na siya, Beng.
Oh, great. Okay. Thank you. Sige po, go ahead.
Hi, ma'am. Kumusta po? Naririnig niyo po kami?
Ni Ma'am Roberto. Narinig mo raw ba siya?
Oo.
Naka-unmute.
Ma'am, kumusta po kayo?
Mabuti. Kayo dyan.
Ano pong, yeah, you have messages po para sa mga students nyo nung kinder kami. Nakikisali na rin ako.
Ang tagal na yun na. Oo, what's your message daw? Basta, enjoy. And then, take care. Always take care. Have a good health. And, may family ka na. Meron ka ng family.
Opo, may mga apo na nga po kami. Yung mga iba naming classmates, may mga apo na po kami.
Oh, talaga.
Oo, sila ho matatanda na rin, pero ako bata pa.
You know, we are very proud na at least we are all na ganda na ang buhay nyo.
Nako. Thank you po. Maraming salamat po at naging contributor po kayo sa aming pag-develop. Maraming salamat po.
Nakakatuwa.
Thank you po, ma'am. Thank you so much. Continue.
Ano po, ma'am? May sinasabi pa po kayo?
Saka lahat kayo ang gaganda ng mga position ninyo. Marami pa yung mga magagandang position sa gobyerno. Nakakatuwa. We are very proud.
Thank you po. Thank you po na marami. Mag-ingat po kayo. Huwag ho kayo masyadong maglalabas. Marami pa hong COVID sa labas. So, ingat-ingat lang po.
Oo.
Thank you po.
Thank you po. Enjoy po kayo.
Kala ko ba, Det, sabi niya, ang gaganda pa natin, gagano na sana ako eh. Posisyon pa lang. Kaya ako nag-ayos na lang ako. Joke lang. Yeah.
Ano po kayo naka-red? Naka-red din sa...
Thank you.
I'm just joking.
Ay, nako. Anyway, let's go back to the program.
And now, the next class that we're going to present is or the next speaker. What I meant was, she's actually a neighbor of mine. Well, I will say 20 minutes away, coming apart. So she's known to us all as Bong. So Bong earned a Bachelor of Science in Stat at UP Diliman, and in 1987 she immigrated to the US and pursued her master's at the Ohio State University in Bowling Green. Her degree led her to a fitting job in the Census Bureau. It was at the 4th year at Girls High that I got to know her. From our time in school to now, I'm proud to call her as one of my dearest friends. We are actually 20 minutes from each other, and Bong and I would help each other sa simbang gabi sa churches during December. Sometimes we get together with Miss Manzano and other batches, like when SOC visited us last time, we got to get together. So without further much ado, I would like to introduce to you my good friend, Maria Cristina Bong Ibanez Cruz.
Hello, I'm Maria Cristina Cruz, Bong Ibanez to many of you. I'm the former president of Section 4E. In 1981, 40 years ago, we graduated from St. Louis Girls High School in Baguio City. We brought lessons learned from our teachers and bonds forged with classmates and friends to a world beyond our 16-year-old selves. We moved forward. We live in different corners of the world. We became mothers, teachers, doctors, lawyers, business owners, and statisticians, among others. Indeed, our world has become wider. Today we have our Ruby celebration. We are given another chance to renew our friendships, to form new ones, and to share our older selves with each other in this celebration. So, let's have fun. Let's enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Bong. Andyan ba si Bong on the floor?
He's here.
Hi, Bong.
Bong, nasaan
Kumusta ka na?
Hi. Hello.
Hi, kamusta?
I'm good. Thank you.
Ready ka na ba?
Ma'am, Beng, take over muna. Medyo, I need water.
Yeah, Bong. So, what do you call this? Well, I know a lot about Bong. Like we always see each other. Bong, how did you guys come out with your presentation? You don't have to spill what it is, but how did you come up with it?
The major person was Susana Cruz.
Okay.
So she can talk about it better than I can. So
Susana, after
Susana is there.
Yeah. After the presentation, para hindi naman natin hindi naman
Yeah. I just wanted to say something. If we, I can't imagine 40 years na nakalipas and we really look fabulous. I was telling my husband after the first day, ang gaganda namin. I can't believe it, and we've done well. Parang nakakatuwa. It's really good to see all of you.
Same here.
So,
nakakamiss ang high school.
Yeah, parang it was a fabulous, one of the best, I think, years sa buhay ko was high school. So
same here.
Kasi it was so innocent, tapos talagang, I mean, we were really friends, so it was a good time.
We were all happy. Yeah, thanks, Bong.
Yeah. Thank you, Bong. So let's watch the tempo of 4E.
Batang-bata ka pa at marami ka pang kailangang malaman at intindihin sa mundo. Yan ang totoo. Nagkakamali ka kung akala mo na ang buhay ay isang mumunting paraiso lamang. Batang-bata ka lang at akala mo na alam mo na ang lahat na kailangan mong malaman. Buhay ay di ganyan. Tanggapin mo na lang ang katotohanan na ikaw ay isang musmus lang na wala pang alam. Makinig ka na lang. Makinig ka na lang. Ganyan talaga ang buhay. nasasabihan, pagkat ikaw ay bata at wala pang nalalaman. Makinig ka sa aking payo, pagkat musmus ka lamang, at malaman ng maaga ang wasto sa kamalian. Batang-bata ka pa at marami ka pang kailangang malaman at intindihin sa mundo. Yan ang totoo. Nagkakamali ka kung akala mo na ang buhay ay isang mumunting paraiso lamang. Batang-bata ka lang at akala mo na alam mo na ang lahat na kailangan mong malaman. Buhay ay di ganyan. Tanggapin mo na lang ang katotohanan na ikaw ay isang musmus lang na wala pang alam. Makinig ka na lang, makinig ka na lang. Talaga ang buhay, lagi kang nasasabihan, pagkat ikaw ay bata at wala pang nalalaman. Makinig ka sa aking payo, pagkat musmus ka lamang, at malaman ng maaga ang wasto sa kamalian. Batang-bata ka pa at marami ka pang kailangang malaman at intindihin sa mundo. Yan ang totoo. Nagkakamali ka kung akala mo na ang buhay ay isang mumunting paraiso lamang. Batang-bata ka lang at akala mo na alam mo na ang lahat na kailangan mong malaman. Buhay ay di ganyan. Tanggapin mo na lang ang katotohanan na ikaw ay isang musmus lang na wala pang alam. Makinig ka na lang, makinig ka na lang. Ganyan talaga ang buhay, lagi kang nasasabihan, pagkat ikaw ay bata at wala pang nalalaman. Makinig ka sa aking payo, pagkat musmus ka lamang, at malaman ng maaga ang wasto sa kamalian. Batang-bata ka pa at marami ka pang kailangang malaman at intindihin sa mundo. Yan ang totoo. Nagkakamali ka kung akala mo na ang buhay ay isang mumunting paraiso lamang. Batang-bata ka lang at akala mo na alam mo na ang lahat na kailangan mong malaman. Buhay ay di ganyan. Tanggapin mo na lang ang katotohanan na ikaw ay isang musmus lang na wala pang alam. Makinig ka na lang, makinig ka na lang. Ganyan talaga ang buhay, lagi kang nasasabihan, pagkat ikaw ay bata at wala pang nalalaman. Makinig ka sa aking payo, pagkat musmus ka lamang, at malaman ng maaga ang wasto sa kamalian. Batang-bata ka pa at marami ka pang kailangang malaman at intindihin sa mundo. Yan ang totoo. Nagkakamali ka kung akala mo na ang buhay ay isang mumunting paraiso lamang. Batang-bata ka lang at akala mo na alam mo na ang lahat na kailangan mong malaman. Buhay ay di ganyan. Tanggapin mo na lang ang katotohanan na ikaw ay isang musmus lang na wala pang alam. Makinig ka na lang, makinig ka na lang. Talaga ang buhay, lagi kang nasasabihan, pagkat ikaw ay bata at wala pang nalalaman. Makinig ka sa aking payo, pagkat musmus ka lamang, at malaman ng maaga ang wasto sa kamalian. Kinalalagyan, alam ko na may karapatan ang bawat nilalang. Kahit bata pa man, kahit bata pa man. Nais ko sanang malaman ang mali sa katotohanan, sariling paglaranas ang aking pamamagitan, imulat ang isipan sa mga kulay ng buhay, maging tunay na malaya sa katangi-tanging bata. Batang-bata ka pa at marami ka pang kailangang malaman at intindihin sa mundo. Nais ko sanang malaman ang mali sa katotohanan. Batang-bata ka lang at akala mo na alam mo na ang lahat na kailangan mong malaman. Sariling pagraranas ang aking pamamagitan. Nagkakamali ka kung akala mo na ang buhay ay isang munting paraiso lamang.
Another set of beautiful pictures. Are you there? Badette, andyan ka pa ba? Hey, Badette, nandiyan ka pa ba? Anyway, yeah. Andyan pa yan.
Ako.
Yun.
Okay.
Another beautiful set of pictures, ano? Now, before
I
we go,
know.
Before we go to the next to their presentation, can I just give a few shout outs to some of our friends who would love to join but because of work they couldn't. So just
Okay.
like Georgette Kairos Anudon, taga California siya. She wanted to join but she's so busy at work. Rosalinda Tindaan Baniwas, also from California. She's a nurse and she's working daw during weekends. And Arlene Christie del Rosario Loria, who's from Germany. Hindi rin maka-join pero wishes to join. And actually, one of them said na pupunta pa raw sila sa break room para lang mag-sign in at manood ng pakonti-konti and then go out again and work. Talagang yan ang bond ng batch natin.
Yeah, I know. Pero tingnan mo naman ng mga sacrifice ng mga taga West Coast natin. Gising na gising pa rin kayo. Thank you so much. Lalo na si Ma'am Yoli.
East Coast kami.
East Coast. Sorry. East Coast. Lalo na si Ma'am Yoli, nakadilat pa rin. So, yung...
I think she's from, I think she's awake right now. I saw Rowena Sahonas and she's from, I'm not sure what time it is there. I think it's like past midnight. So thank you so much and we really appreciate it that you took time out to be with us. Yeah, okay, so eto na ang last group, parang ayaw kong ipa-play kasi which means it's going to end. Nakakalungkot. Di ba?
Yeah.
Actually, Lani Dasig messaged me and said, it's like bringing us back in time.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's see. Let's watch the 4E presentation, Beng.
Last one. Let's enjoy it.
Music loud.
Grabe, napapasayaw ako ng ganyan, no? Badet, galing. Ang ganda, nakakatuwa. I've never seen sock dance before. Nakamute ka, Badet. Badet, nakamute ka. I've never seen sock dance before. Ang kendeng. Tsaka si Bland. Ang galing. Like, I think everybody.
Nag-enjoy talaga ako talaga sa kay Sok. Hindi ko ina-expect yung pag-ganon-ganon niya.
Si pala si Sok sumayaw eh.
Anyway, tingnan natin kung ano reaction naman ni Virginia kasi pati siya napapaindak eh.
Gusto sumayaw eh. Anong tingin mo, Jean?
Hi, don't put me on the spot. You're putting me on the spot.
Okay.
Okay. Well, they're all happy. 4E is happily staying alive. Kaya, hindi ko alam na pati pala yung walking beautiful dance na rin. Kahit na buwak. No? And then yung...
Maglalakad-lakad lang. Ganda ng concept nila eh. Walking lang eh.
Tapos yung pinakita rin nila yung scenic ng Sydney at saka yung Lavender Fields ba yun? Yung sa, is that New Zealand?
Yeah.
It's really nice. Ganda. Tapos si Sok at saka si Bland, mga John Travolta ng batch. Anyway. Good job.
Fabulous at 40. Fabulous at 40. Yeah.
Yep.
Can we call on Mrs. Bernardes? I know her husband, Ren, is with her. So, ma'am, nandyan po kayo? Mrs. Bernardes.
Nandyan si ma'am.
Yes. Hello, Manang Alma. She was my last time when I was working at Girls Side. Hello po, ma'am.
Hello.
Hi, ma'am.
She's enjoying it so much.
Yeah. Si Ma'am Bernardes, teacher advisor namin sa 3B noon.
Between business, anong gusto mo? Business math, algebra, or ano pa bang tinuro mo?
Naging teacher ko siya sa algebra tsaka sa business math.
Math. Ako gusto business math. Thank you po, ma'am, for coming to watch. I came to watch this yesterday. Right. Okay. Narinig, according to Bong, you had that idea. Can you let us know how you guys did this?
Sino si Susana?
Susana Cruz. Yeah, are you still here? I think she's still here.
Yeah. Susana. Alam mo, nakikita ko yung mga nandun sa Cowboy Town. Parang ang dami-dami na nila doon.
Oh, sarap na siguro ng kain nila, no?
Hi, everyone!
Cowboy Town. Galing.
And say hi. Isa pa. I-unmute mo kami. Yeah, naka-unmute na.
Hello, hello! Ilan kayo lahat dyan, Deb?
21. There's 21 of us here.
Oh, okay. So walang tao sa Jella? They're all there?
There's 12 of them in Jellas.
In Jella, oh, okay.
Wow, that's nice.
Oh, hello, hello!
Sanayang kain, kami dito, gutom. Yes, isubuan nyo na lang kami, isubo nyo na lang. Kahit na busog kayo, okay lang, masaya na ako. Sige lang, kain lang kayo kahit gutom ako dito.
Ano yan? Ano yan, Allen? Oh.
Merengue. In short, mirang.
Mirang.
Ang sarap. Okay, busog na ako, nakita ako na.
Si Ma'am Bernardes, ready na, Beng?
She's okay, Badette. She's okay.
Okay, she's okay. So we want to see the people in Jella. Asan Angela? Jag? Jag?
Hi. We have mangga and alaman. Hello.
Hi, Beth. Hi, Beth.
Hi, Ji.
Kumusta?
Hi, Beth. Eto, nananaba.
Okay, enjoy lang kayo dyan. We just want to see how you guys are.
Sarap!
Oh, there.
Sige, masaya na ako. Busog kayo. Okay lang. Kain lang kayo.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So let's continue on then. Yep, let's continue on. We still have one video to watch. Actually, let's go back to 40 years ago. When if we're gonna look back on everything that happened way back then. So 40 years ago, we walked into the compound of our grade school. We came in not knowing that what was in stock for us, but believing we will have a good time. And we sure did. We had a good time in high school. Here, we built confidence, eloquence, discipline, tenacity, and friendships. Let me crave your indulgence to take us down to the memory lane while we recall the days of our little beginnings. Let's also recall all the little reunions that happened after then. Let's watch our video. So ang daming mga ganap, Beng, ang dami. Actually, ang daming mga maliliit na reunions,
Before.
di ba?
Nalulungkot na ako Badette. Nalulungkot na ako kasi malapit na tayong matapos. Napanood na natin lahat from 4A to 4E.
Yeah, pero balikan natin si Susana. Kasi na-overwhelm tayo na kinausap yung mga taga-Jela at saka mga nasa Cowboy Town. So let's go back to Susana. Let's ask her kung ano talaga yung naging motivation, bakit nila, yun ang naging concept nila, yung paglakad-lakad lang.
Ang dali lang pala yun, ano?
Oo. Susana, are you there? Nagtampo na yata, Beng.
Parang wala I don't think I see her. Yeah, anyway, how about we call on, kung wala si Susana, si Rosalind. Bland.
Oo.
Bland, ito, bigay na bigay to si Bland
Staying alive Staying alive dapat, di ba? Energy.
May energy mo mula nung second year tayo, ganyan na energy mo,
Ganon, positive. Kahit na kino-COVID na tayo, dapat pa rin panglaban yan.
Pero paano nyo nakuha yung concept, Rosaline, na lakad-lakad lang?
Actually, kasi ganito yan. Kasi di ba hirap-hirap mag-conceptualize kung paano gagawin. Kasi syempre hindi naman kami let's say, we're not tech savvy, walang techno savvy sa amin. So we're trying to find out kung paano. Tapos una sabi namin, okay, mag-ano ng choreo na simple, tas ipapagawa, ganyan. Kaya lang ang hirap talaga kasi everybody is busy, ganon. Ngayon, to make it simple, sige, just walk na lang, sabi namin. Maglakad na lang kayo. Kasi iba ayaw magsayaw, nahihiya daw. Sabi ko, walang problema yan. Kahit anong gawin nyo, mag-nod kayo ng head, mag-ganon-ganon kayo, anything, just to show your faces. And kami nang bahalang mag-ano sa beat. So sinuggest namin, maganda siguro if you go outdoor and show where you are, ganyan. Tapos maglakad na lang kayo kung ayaw nyo magsayaw. So yung iba gusto magsayaw, sige, anything goes na lang. And then we just put it together. We made it as simple as possible. Para naman we try to get participation from a lot of people. Pero yun nga, syempre a lot of people naman they're busy din, ganyan. Tapos iba nahihiya, ganyan. So yun naman.
Arlene nga nag-exercise pa
Yes, di ba?
Para lang may ma-contribute din, ano? Tingnan mo talagang collaboration talaga. It's a contribution from each one para magkaroon ng successful video.
At saka you'll be surprised kasi yung like si Jackie, I did not think that she's going to, do the video. Tapos, and you see naman si Joyce and si, di ba, si Dali.
At si Dali.
I loved, ang ganda-ganda talaga. And naka-grass skirt pa si Joyce. Ang ganda. I mean, it comes out really, yung things that we never knew about each other. Maganda. Okay siya. It's fun.
Yan ang sinasabing group effort.
Yes.
I think, alam mo, yung ginagawa natin in high school, di ba, every time na gustong-gusto natin nagkakaroon ng presentations, skits, or singing, dancing, ganon, na build up ang creativity natin. So, carried it until now. We passed it, we try to help our children as they were growing up. So, ngayon, andyan pa rin. It's still alive ang ating
Diyan pa rin yung talent natin, in other words.
And I'm sure everybody was surprised with Sok. Diba?
I know. Oh my goodness.
Ano ni Sok, di ko kaya yun
Kausap nga si Socorro.
Is Sok here? Is Sok here?
Andyan yata si Sok eh.
Sok, where are you if you're here?
Nandyan siya, nandyan.
Go up ka naman.
Thank you, Rosalyn.
Where's Sok? Bakit wala si Sok? Nagtago yata kasi alam niyang pasasayawin natin siya impromptu Wala
But anyway, thank you so much for the wonderful video that you prepared, Hermie, and to Joanne Brillantes who prepared the memory lane. Ang ganda ng mga videos niyo, talagang very bagbag damdamin, parang ganun ba? Yung parang you're going back to the high school days, tapos nare-reminisce mo yung mga nangyari way back then. Parang nagiging bata ulit tayo, parang ganon. Alam mo, tong week na to, parang bata ako parang hindi ako pinapakialaman ni Ray. Hindi niya ako pinapansin, bakit nagme-makeup ka ngayon, parang ganon.
Ako nga, batang isip pa hanggang ngayon, di ko maintindihan
But anyway, let's go back and kasi marami nang nagugutom, may mga hindi pa naghahapunan, meron pang hindi nanananghalian.
Pero siguro kailangan audience participation. Di kaya kumanta.
Mag-karaoke naman tayo. Karaoke? Okay. Itong kanta na to is actually yung piece natin nung high school nung 4th year tayo. Kanta natin to
Pero teka, Bernadette, meron tayong na-miss. I think meron pa tayong isang video na kailangan nating ipakita, which is the outreach that our friends have done. So bago yung reel kasi yan.
Yeah. Which is also related sa handog.
Yes.
It's the paying back. Parang ganon. So, let's watch this video that the
kailan lang ang mga pangarap ko'y kay hirap abutin. Dahil sa inyo, napunta ako sa aking nais marating. Nais ko kayong pasalamatan kahit man lamang isang awitin. Parang kailan lang halos ako ay magpalimos sa lansangan. Dahil sa inyo, ang aking tiyan at ang bulsa'y nagkalaman. Kaya't itong awiting aking inaawit, nais ko'y kayo ang handugan. Tatanda at lilipas rin ako, ngunit mayroong awiting iiwanan sa inyong alaala. Dahil minsan tayo'y nagkasama. Parang kailan lang ang mga awitin ko ay ayaw pakinggan. Dahil sa inyo, narinig ang isip ko at naintindihan. Dahil dito'y ibig ko kayong ituring na matalik kong kaibigan.
Ang dami na rin nating outreach, ano?
Nakakatuwa, ano? Alam mo ba, ang tagal na nating nakaupo. Hindi kaya muna, mag-stretch muna tayo before we do the next piece, ano? So, is it okay if we go back to our gallery mode, please? If it's not too much to ask. Naka-gallery mode, so let's ask all our friends to stand up for a moment and just stretch. Okay.
Sige nga, tingnan natin yung mga walang pantalon dyan, nakapajama lang.
Diba, gusto niya pataas lang, puti, red. Tingnan nga natin kung sino ang nakapantalon, or nakapajama pants, or naka-shorts, or ano kaya? Okay.
O nakapanty lang, nakapanty lang.
Okay, let's start stretching. Let's reach up. Stretch, parang abutin niyo yung ceiling nyo. And then, bend. Try to reach your toes. Then up. And let's move to the side. Left. And the other side.
Okay na. Okay na ako.
Sabi ka naman, Bernadette, sandali lang ang stretching mo.
Oo, ganun lang ako eh. Alam mo naman tayo eh. Sanay nang nakaupo.
Tingnan mo si Nita, tennis player yan eh, kaya ang daming bending eh. Ayan. Tamo dapat siyang ating instructor sa exercise.
Si Rina, mukhang nilalamig yung bunbunan ni Rina eh. Oh. Ano Rina?
Marami din palang nakapants sa atin. Okay ka, Rina. Alright, so, narinig natin yung Handog song. I'm sure lahat tayo kumakanta while the song was playing. So, pagbigyan natin ng kagustuhan natin, let's all sing and follow along. Carol Galvez, I know she's ready. I could see her with her ukulele and she's going to lead us the song. So, if everyone can please mute your mics, ang mag-unmute lang is si Carol sa Cowboy Town Ladies.
Sadali lang, Carol. Masyado kang mabilis.
No, I'm just giving them the tune.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Wait. I'll raise my hand pag kakanta na, okay? Okay. Magpasaway. Go! Parang kailan lang ang mga pangarap ko'y kay hirap magling. Sa inyo, awiting na inaawit na kayo ang handugan. 40 years ago, sa St. Louis girls ay tayo nagkusandaan. Ngayong muling nagtagpo, salamat sa kabutihan at pagkakaibigan. Kayo nawa ay ligtas at yayakapin ng handog kong munting awitin. Tatanda at lilipas din tayo, ngunit mayroong awitin iiwanan sa inyo. Alaala, kahit malayo man, tayo'y nagkasama. Again. Tatanda at lilipas din tayo, ngunit mayroong awitin iiwanan sa inyo. Alaala, kahit malayo man, tayo'y nagkasama.
Bakit walang sound? Walang sound. Walang sound. Meron. Naka-unmute lang. Sabi nila, bakit parang hindi namin narinig?
Malayo ko siya.
Lapit ka kasi naman.
Dapat ulitin.
Oo, ulitin.
Ulitin one more time.
Yeah, one more time. QP.
Parang, well, siya naman lang. Pwede mo naman itaas. Parang ganyan lang. Itaas nyo na lang. Gising sa kayo sa taas. Pero nababa ako eh.
Mabalitin ako niya. Debs.
S11 lang. S11 lang.
S11 para lalaki siya dyan. Hindi.
Hindi na ako mag-ahil sa iyo. Hindi na. Narinig ang isip ko at naiintindihan. Kaya itong awitin aking inaawit, nais kong kayo ang handugan. 40 years ago, sa St. Louis Girls ay nag-cruise ang ating mga daan. Ngayong muling nagtagpo, salamat sa kabutihan at pagkakaibigan. Kayo nawa ay biglas at yayakapin ang handog kong munting awitin. Tatanda at lilipas din tayo, ngunit mayroong awitin iiwanan sa inyo. Kahit malayo tayo'y magkasama. One more time. Tatanda at lilipas din tayo, ngunit mayroong awitin iiwanan sa inyo. Alaala, kahit malayo man, tayo'y magkasama.
Very nice, very nice. Very nice.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, ladies. Anyway, pag pinapakinggan mo yung song na yon, parang we're coming to an end na, malapit na tayong mag-close. Parang nakakasakit damdamin, parang matatapos na tayo. But anyway, we have another. Actually, let's say now we're not officially closing it yet. So parang ayaw pa natin mag-close pero let's have this person speak to all of us as we end our reunion, and I'd like to give the floor to one of our batchmates who has a big heart for children. She graduated from the University of Baguio with a Bachelor's of Arts degree majoring in English, and she later pursued a master's in Christian education from the Philippine Baptist Theological Seminary. After serving in the government under her dad at the provincial capital of Benguet, she joined the academe and for 10 years served as the school principal at 2 private schools in Baguio. Students became her life until she headed the call to the mission field as an educator and mentor to countless children within different ministries. She currently works as an international field representative of operations, spearheading numerous teams ministering out to children in the Pacific. She is married to BJ, a pastor, and they are blessed with 3 children. So without further ado, let's all welcome Deborah Bugnosen Madrid, who fondly called us Debbie or Deb.
A pleasant good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to all of you, my fabulous at 40 batchmates. I feel honored to be closing this historic event in our lives. Who would have thought that after all the initial plans of coming together face to face, we suddenly had to shift gears and do everything virtually? Come to think of it, some of us are actually seeing each other for the first time after 40 long years. So this coming together is truly a milestone for all of us. This pandemic, after all, is a blessing in more ways than one. What started out as just initial talks of a group of ladies for this Ruby celebration eventually is now a reality. When each one stepped up to the plate to make this event come into fruition, see what we all got to witness. This is what I call a batch effort, where unity and cooperation was evident. What we did in each of our classes, I'm sure, brought us back to as far back as we can remember. As we reminisced our high school days in our Zoom class meetings, the batch face-to-face and virtual mini reunions, the connection fever started to get hold of us. Some of us may have met monthly, quarterly, or even face-to-face, especially for those who are Baguio-based, just so we can come up with something worth cherishing for a lifetime. The past 2 days has been an opportunity for us to renew friendships, to strengthen the bond. Although it may not all be a happy ending for some, yet the reality remains that at one time in our lives, we were classmates, we were batchmates, we were friends, and still are, and praying that this bond will continue even as we age, gracefully, that is. I believe that we have realized our theme of being united globally. This one moment in time will forever be etched in our hearts because we made it all happen. To all who worked behind the scenes to make this coming together a success, we know you spent sleepless nights polishing everything so it will not just be another virtual thing, but one that we will always look back to. To all our class representatives, those who came alongside, our video editors, those who did errands, who coordinated the class presentations, and to all who so lovingly shared not just their time, but their finances and their moral support. On behalf of the batch, we are truly grateful. We may not know what the future holds, but we will look forward still with anticipation to more class meetings or batch celebrations. But we cannot do it without each one's support. I enjoin you, as you did in the past, to support whoever our new set of batch officers will be here and abroad. I have turned over my responsibility as your secretary/events program coordinator 2 years ago. But circumstances beyond our control, like Rena's death, the pandemic, Shirley's condition, made the current core immobilized. Hence, the call for a new core to lead for this coming year is enjoined. As you have given us your support for the many years we sat as your core here in the Philippines, allow me to thank those who were actively involved, those who were our silent supporters, those who trusted us, even those who did not. I would like to believe that we have reached that level of maturity that when in doubt, please ask, and ask the right people. That kind of support you will give the incoming core will make their leadership even stronger, thus uniting us even more as a batch as classmates, and as friends. So to all of you, my fabulous at 40 batchmates, cheers to more years together. Shall I say see you again on our 45th, our 50th, our 60th? Who knows, even our 100th year. To all of you, may God bless us all.
Thank you
Very
so
well
much.
said, Deb. Very
Thank
well said.
Appreciate it. And thank you so much for all your help for starting all this without somebody sparkling that spark, then walang matutuloy na ganito. So thank you so much for everything, Debs. Bernadette, eto na talaga, malapit na talaga ang closing, ano. So we're gonna have our prayer for our closing prayer today. This evening we're gonna have our closing prayer. But after the closing prayer, we're gonna sing our school song. Then we're going to pray. No, not yet the school song. We're going to play one more time the 4D song as per request. May nagre-request.
Yeah, maraming nag-request ng 4D song if we can be able to play it again.
And then yung school song natin, we're gonna play it last. And after that, we're going to have a breakout session again. No topic, just for socialization. So whoever would like to stay, please stay, and we'll have breakout sessions. I think it's if I'm not mistaken, there's 2 20-minute ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's call on Gemini Baladad for our closing prayer.
Please join me in prayer as we place ourselves in the presence of God. Heavenly Father, Almighty One, your enduring love sustains each of our lives. We thank you that you have established this day for the successful conclusion of our Ruby reunion hosted by SLGHS Batch 81. We thank you for the lives of each attendee, participant, and relentless contributors and organizers of this event. Thank you for blessing their handiwork and hard work. We also give thanks for the lives of our mentors and teachers who have molded our aspirations and inspirations, and even our characters by their selfless dedication and service. We honor and immensely give thanks for the immeasurable sacrifices of our parents, guardians, and beloved ones who have supported us in every way to achieve what we have and have become. We pray for comfort, provision, and strength for those who were not able to join in this celebration. The grieving, the ones silently suffering, the heartbroken, the lost, lonely, and even those battling with life-threatening challenges and uncertainties. Father God, as we rekindle old friendships and rebuild new ones, we are tenderly mindful of those who have completed their life's journey ahead of us. Grant unto them eternal rest, O God, and may their memories not only remind us that life is short and precious, but also make us nurture the bond as sisters of Batch 81 and as alumni sisters. As we have been seasoned by time, make our hearts and mind to be open in recognizing the mistakes or hurtful situations we wittingly and unwittingly have caused others. Make us quick and humble to seek forgiveness, and also give us a compassionate and forgiving heart. O merciful Father, forgive us of our shortcomings and misgivings. Keep us supportive and united, despite our differences in faith, ideals, position, or vocation, but also give us discernment. Protect us from schemes that have selfish vested interests or harmful intentions. Help us to be accountable and responsible for all our actions, to be within respectable boundaries, and to not take advantage of the fondness and friendliness of others. Make us cherish friendships, not because a person serves an advantage and purpose, but to always repay kindness with kindness. Lord God, help us to remember that this reunion is about getting reconnected to classmates, friends, mentors, and teachers, to recreate joyful memories, embody the true spirit of sisterhood, enliven our school's core values, and impact positivism. It is not an avenue to display the status of what we have achieved, travels, or possessions we have accrued. For all of these are your givings and grace. Fill us with your essence so that we can be relieved from the mask that hide our flaws, follies, and insecurities. Connect us to the persons whom we can be safe to share secrets and sentiments. Father God, as we wrap up this Ruby reunion celebration and go back to our daily lives, we thank you for your continuous and manifold blessings and protection to each one of us and members of our families and friends. May the inspirations and memories we have formed in this year's Ruby celebration ignite us to live the remaining years of our lives in our highest and most divine potential until we all meet again in the coming years of reconnectedness. Father God, seal this prayer with your mercy and grace as you activate the clarion call that will make us better individuals for your glory and for humanity. Thank you for the success of this day. In Jesus' mighty name, Amen.
Thank you for a very beautiful prayer, Gemini. Napakaganda. So,
May masasabi ka pa ba dyan, Beng? Ako parang ayoko na magsalita. Parang ayoko, I don't want to end.
We're not gonna end yet. So, pakinggan natin ulit yung song ng 4D, na most requested song. So, Joy, if you're ready, we're all ready to listen to it again. I hope
Actually, Beng, yung lahat ng to will be seen in FB, in Facebook.
Naka-record.
It all started as a dream. Seeing each other virtually on Zoom after many, many years was one of the blessings this pandemic gave us. When we first met as a class back in July, we thought of doing a remake of our winning song. It seemed impossible because we no longer had the actual piece and recording. The only remnants we had were a moldy cassette tape and our happy memories of that victorious and glorious day 40 years ago. 4D has been working hard since November, rehearsing, holding multiple meetings to accommodate schedules and levels of confidence in completing this project. We discovered everyone's strengths and weaknesses and faced technical challenges in making this video. We almost gave up on the idea, but because of team effort and everyone's cooperation and willingness to rehearse late nights and early mornings from different parts of the world, we achieved our dream. It was worth all the sleepless nights, history made with beautiful memories. The message of this song still holds true to this day. We do everything for God's glory, for God is love. Sapagkat ang Diyos ay pag-ibig. We now present to you 4D's winning piece at Handog 1980.
Talagang si Dina din ang nagkuan ano, siya ang isunatin di fourth year tayo, Deb,
Yeah,
ni
yeah.
Dina, the conductress.
Yes.
Wait. Dina?
Yes.
Hi, Dina. Congratulations, you guys.
Congrats, Dina.
So, walang kupas.
So nakakabit ka pa rin ha? Making conductress pa rin ha?
Ang kaharap mo ngayon, screen, hindi tao. Kanina kaharap. Good job. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
4D. Bernadette.
Yeah.
Tayo nagsasabi, we don't want to end. But before we do our school song, we would like to acknowledge some of our friends who, in one way or another, in their selfless time,
yes,
all these things together.
Uh-huh.
Can we start with, gusto niyo bang ma-meet kung who is behind all this technology?
Yes.
Let's Joy, Miss Joy, pwedeng paki-show naman your face to everybody so they can meet you, and thank you personally na for all the efforts that you have done. This is Joy.
Siyang tumutulong sa atin sa lahat ng ito, and very patiently working on all changes even at the last minute.
And for all our dry runs, sila ni Marose ang nag-work hand in hand together, and kasama na siya from the first dry run up to this virtual reunion. Thank you so much, Joy, for all your toiled hours that you have pondered and you have rendered for us. Thank you ng marami. Maraming salamat.
Nakakatulog ka ba, Joy? Nakakatulog ka ba?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Joy.
Thank you so much, Dar. Thank you.
The other people that we would like to thank, and I hope I'm not missing anyone, no? So, pardon me if I do. Elizabeth Makalingkad Cruz. I know she's here.
Beth, are you here?
Beth has done so many things. Are you here? Paki-spotlight niyo si Beth. Sana si Beth. There she is. Paki-spotlight to Beth. Beth, can we hear something from you, please? Everyone wants to see you. Naka-mute ka yata.
Okay, I'm on. Hi, everyone. I want to thank everybody for joining this batch reunion. I want everybody who participated in every little things that they can do for this reunion. I want to thank the 15 rep that we have right here who joined us, for all the batchmates that joined us in every Zoom that we did in the past few months, and for all the people that participated in all the surveys and all the questions that we had posted out there, and for all the likes that everybody did for the videos and everything else that we did. It's so sad to see that it's ending, but hopefully this is just a start, and we're going to connect going forward. And we made more friends, I think, not only by section. And I always tell Tere that we shouldn't do it by section. We have to do it like as a whole batch, as a batch 1981, not just by section. So thank you.
Thank
I
you,
hope
Beth.
you liked everything what we did. It's a collaboration.
Yes,
exactly. Thank you so much for all those efforts.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beth. The next
Thank
one
you,
is
Beth.
yung ating unending parang ating mother, Miss Tere. Where's Tere? I'm sorry, I'm putting you on the spot. We're putting you on the spot.
Bravo!
Again. Okay, Miss Wala kang lusot ngayon, Mr. Tere. Sorry, it's day 2, it's the end. So, whether you like it or not, you have to talk. Where are you, Tere? Nagluluto pa yata eh. Ayan! You have to talk, Tere. Sorry to put you on the spot.
Nasabi na lahat ni Beth at saka sa lahat ng mga speakers. I think we all know this is a group effort. So, yun lang. Thank you so much to everyone.
You're great.
Sinasatin ninyo ako palagi. Thank you.
Thank you, Tere.
Thank you, Tere. Mahiyain siya eh. Yeah.
So,
meron pa, di ba, Bernadette?
yeah, we have more on the list, pero, you know, yung mga hindi namin ma-mention, pero everybody have contributed. Lahat tayo who's here right now contributed little bit of pieces to form a successful reunion.
Right. We would like to call Marose.
Yes.
Marose, so much for this, her endless time, her selfless ways, and its pure dedication. So we're going to put Marose also on the spot. Sorry, we're tweaking your program, Marose. But I think this is important. We'd like to see you.
Marose.
Yeah, thank you. As everyone has said, it was a team effort. We had a great team, all working together. With Tere always prodding us and giving us all the appreciation and all the praises that she could give for us to work together. Yeah, it's not upper class thing. It's us together, coming together as sisters. Tama, naiyak tuloy ako. I think it was made easy because we had Beth, we had Gina, we had Tere, then we had Beng and Badet, we had Meng, we had Jag, we had Maan, we had Joy behind all of these things that are happening. We had a lot of people saying, you're doing a good job, and that helped a lot. So I love you all, and we hope you really enjoyed seeing each other and coming together. Thank you.
I hope you're not gonna get tired of us, you know, hosting our Zooms, future Zooms. Looking forward for more Zooms.
Yeah. Lastly, can we call on Jing Buscagan? I know she has done so much. She's been very positive too about this whole thing, and big contribution from you, girl.
Hi everyone. Actually, it's a group effort. Everybody brought something to the table, so it like literally everybody. I always tell my class, teamwork makes the dream work. So thank you everyone. Everybody already said their thanks, and I'm so grateful. Marose and Tere, queen of patience. I've learned so much from everybody, like literally learned so much. I learned how to put videos and stuff. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the efforts. And as we officially close our reunion, let's not forget that our love to our alma mater is really very essential. And I hope that as we grow gracefully, St. Louis Girls High School will always be in our heart. And for all of you, each one, sana this is not only the beginning. Ang dami kong nakakausap through Messenger, which is very timely ngayon kasi I work from home. I have no one to talk to except my husband when he comes home from work. But other than that, I thank so much those people that I talk with in Messenger and keeping me company for my aloneness. Thank you, and I hope this is not the end, but it's the beginning.
Yeah. I'd like to give a shout out also to the core, Shirley Dino, Vicky Madayag, Beth Javier, Vicky Oliero Peña, and of course Vera Ami and Deb who started all this. And if I miss to call on someone or if I miss to mention any name, and thank you very much also. Thank you for everyone who joined. Thank you for everyone who participated. So, hey, Miguel.
So let's sing our song.
Let's all sing a song, gay and cheerful, bursting forth from our young and joyous hearts. For our life is so bright, for we study right, we choose a smile for our part. Here we are, students of St. Louis, that is why we are so proud. We'll always stand in defense for it makes us brave and fit, training our body and mind, that in this school we find bright future smiles on us. Let's be ready thus. We'll deserve well of our land, forever hand in hand. For God's and country's sake, this is the pledge we make. Let's all sing a song, gay and cheerful, bursting forth from our young and joyous hearts. For our life is so bright, for we study right, we choose a smile for our part. Here we are, students of St. Louis, that is why we are so proud. We'll always stand in defense for it makes us brave and fit.
Thank you, everyone. We'd like to remind you we have a breakout session after this. So if you want to stay, please stay. Please stay para magkita naman tayo ulit. So when we go on a breakout session, please accept the invite.
The invite.
So, i-click niyo yung join para maka-join kayo dun sa group wherever you are. This is going to be a random selection, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
You.
And it's a pleasure.
We hope we did our part for you guys.